This is the SuperSport Schools podcast, bringing you stories of our future stars, powered by Spur Steak Ranchers.
1, 2, 3, go!
Hello and welcome to the SuperSport Schools podcast, proudly brought to you by Spur. With the Schools SA20 coming to a close, we want to take a look back at all the amazing moments and players that took part. And today we have Fallyn Lawrence joining us. Fallyn, thank you for joining us. So, just as a quick, what is the experience at the Schools SA20 like?
It was a good experience and it was a new experience and it's very unique and a very good thing to be part of.
Okay, Tim, I'm going to take us back a little bit. Before we talk about the Switch Schools SA20, maybe, Fallyn, can you tell us, how did this all start? What was your cricket journey like?
Well, it started when I was in grade 1. I started playing with the boys and with family friends. And then when I was in grade 8, I joined the Jeppe Girls first team. And that's how I am where I am today.
Yeah, most female cricketers always had to start with the boys because I'm sure back then girls cricket wasn't really such a big deal. And I don't know if you want to maybe share who are some key maybe coaches or the key players that kind of shaped your cricketing journey.
I think the key coach is Coach Jenna Searle, also Slade Mitrovic, and Jenna Evans, and playing with Nick Cowling and Jody Bird, Tanner Byrne, all of those people, they really helped me be who I am today.
Yeah. So, again, it seems like you've been in the cricket game for a while. Talk us through, what it was like, there's not this infrastructure, built infrastructure for women's cricket, but there you are as a grade 1, 7-year-old, they're just taking you with the boys. What has your journey been like from there to then grade 8, new to the school, and all of a sudden, first team cricketer?
When I was in grade 1, obviously there was a problem where we couldn't play with the boys in the same team. And it was a whole thing where parents complained if there was girls on one team, on the boys team. So we would practice, and then if we were allowed to play with the boys, we were then allowed. And then obviously COVID hit, and then sports stopped. And then unfortunately I was in grade 7, and the ex-headmistress, may her soul rest in peace, she told me to please join the cricket team. And from there, they welcomed me. I would attend training every Wednesday when I was in grade 7. And then when I was in grade 8, I was just playing with the girls in the first team and got selected to play for Lions. And now then I play club cricket as well as the school cricket. So that's where I am today.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like you had a lot going on from playing high school cricket as a primary school student. And Tim, I don't think Fallyn wants to brag here, but she's actually the captain of the Jeppe Girls first team now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know more about what has the journey been like captaining the team in Jeppe Girls' first run in the Switch Schools SA20.
Well, obviously, it was a big shift for me because I had to play a bigger role. I had to help the girls find their motivation, because some of them they were never really experienced in cricket. So it's also their first time taking part in such a big tournament. So it was hard. There were some challenges. I was very nervous. Especially if I lost the toss, then I was like, wow, oh no. What is the team going to do now? But then I think the team also just helped me as well as the captain. The vice captain, Stam, she would always help me and always stay in my corner and would just work as a team. So it was a bit hard, but it's also a good feeling to help the girls.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, especially because Jeppe Girls didn't enter last year, and the winners of the 2024 season was actually Steyn City Schools, and you played against Steyn City Schools And what happened there?
Wow, that game was such a shocker. Like everyone pulled their strings, we pulled our socks up as this whole team together. Ashley Sibanda in grade 8. She took 6 wickets, and wow, we battled together. I think there was a total score of 100 and something runs, and Ashley and I just stick throughout everything, and we just battled, and we had fun. So yeah, it felt like a very good motivation boost to go and beat Stain City.
Yeah, you beat them in the semi-finals, right?
So it was the quarter.
The quarterfinals. So you went on
Yeah.
to beat them in the quarterfinals, and then how did the rest of the journey unfold?
From there, the semi-final, it was, I think, as a team, everyone did something. Everyone contributed. Everyone took a wicket. Everyone scored a run, even if it was 1 run. So that was really good. And then, unfortunately, in the final, we had a very good start. But unfortunately, I got hit with the ball in my eye. And then I couldn't play for the rest of the game. And we decided to bowl first. So I was keeping, and the ball just bounced, hit me. I couldn't go up and bat again. So I think if I had to bat with Ashley, we could have really scored a big partnership, and we could have made the final. Yeah.
Tim, I wish you saw that footage of when Fallyn got that injury. It was something. But we are happy to see that you're in one condition. The eyes are not bruised. There's no different colors going on.
Yeah.
I mean, pivoting to, you guys you got to the finals. From what I understand, you won the finals. Again, this is a big achievement, especially with you guys not registering for the tournament last year, and then coming as these newcomers and just taking everyone out, knocking Stain City out, showing Queens who is boss. What did a win like that mean for your team?
Well, winning Stain City, it was like, wow. We're like, okay, now we feel like we're proper cricketers. We're actually something. And I think everyone was just proud of themselves. And I think it gave us a lot of confidence. It was something that I think the girls in my team are lacking, which is a bit sad. So to see them have that confidence and go out there, there were girls in my team that have never really gotten opportunities to bat, and they scored runs. They took wickets that were really needed. And it was like, wow, they really do have potential. So, yeah.
So you reflect a lot about the team, and for team sports, that is it's the glue. It's what gets you over the line. It's the machine that drives you all the way to the top of the mountain. What's the team dynamics at Jeppe? What's the culture like? What really brought you guys together to be this prolific cricket team that you are today?
Well, the culture, there's a lot of energy on the field. We like to scream. We like to chirp, but not bad chirping. But we have things to say, and we talk amongst each other. We cheer each other on. If someone bowls a wide, obviously it's going to take a toll on you. So we always go and we motivate them. So there's a lot of motivation, especially from the seniors to the juniors. I think a lot of the juniors really do look up to the seniors, and they always say that like they want to be like me, they want to be like Sam. So yeah, the dynamics, it's always like there's always juniors that come into the team and they just outshine. They go and they do amazing things. And as a senior to watch that, it's like, wow.
Yo, that's very beautiful, especially to hear about the team dynamic. But do you think there were any behind the scene moments, maybe off the field, that really stood out for you throughout the tournament?
I think it was the coach reminding us that we've worked so hard to get to where we are. It was saying that we're playing for the badge, we're playing for Jeffy's badge. And just the constant like going to training when we didn't have energy after a long day of school, like we rode cycle tests or we rode like a big test, we'd come together and play cricket. And even though we didn't have energy, we'd always somehow find the fun in it. I mean, we also took a day of practice where we literally just played like backyard cricket. We had fun. We played tip and run, which is like running between wickets. Like if you hit the ball, you just run automatically. So I think, yeah, the coach also really had a big role to play in it. He was always supporting us. And yeah.
So, again, it's lovely to hear about the team, but we have the privilege of having you here, and I'd love to hear about what drives you to play cricket. Again, this isn't, unfortunately, this country doesn't put the funds that it needs to cricket. Women's cricket especially, even though we see that women's cricket has this potential. I mean, we made it to the finals of the ICC World Cup. So, for you, what motivates you every day to continue getting... Because you've done really well for yourself. I mean, playing provincial cricket, 16, playing first team from grade 8. What drives you to be who you are?
I think it's always that determination that I want to be better than I was yesterday. I continue going to training, even though I'd perform badly, I'd go out for a duck. I still have that drive in me that, okay, next game, I want to try and put some runs. So for me, it's just that I know that I have the potential, and being the all-rounder that I am, it's always that if I don't bat well, I could bowl well. If I don't do either of that, then I could keep or I could field. So that's what like keeps me going. It's just that drive to be better.
That's excellent, Fallyn. And then just the last one from my side. You sound like you're a very, very busy girl, captaining the cricket side, writing cycle tests every now and then, news that you might be a prefect in your school for 2026. How are you balancing academics, cricket, leadership roles? How are you doing all of this?
I think it's really that there's a time and place for everything and anything. Obviously, a lot of rest is important for me. I do take time out of my day to at least have like a few hours of just studying. But obviously, I also know that like as an athlete, I love being active. So it is something that I have to incorporate like daily. So the balance is just it's good time management. You just have to manage the time correctly and say, okay, this is my time where I'm going to study, or this is the time I'm going to cricket practice. And for leadership roles, it also happens at school. You know, there's a part of my day where I have free time to go and take on those leadership skills that I have to do.
So again, your cricket journey has grown to this stage, and you've shown a lot of responsibility and maturity in how you compose yourself, how you work in school, balancing both, but also fueling your passion. You know, you want to be outside, you want to be playing cricket, you want to be getting better. What's the goal? Are there any dreams in your future? Where do you want to go from here?
Well, I think I want to go overseas to play cricket. I want to go like, you know, those programs where sometimes athletes, like they go to the Netherlands. I actually have a family friend who went to the Netherlands to go play cricket. So I would like to go anywhere overseas to go and play cricket. Yeah, that's the goal.
It's a noble one. I mean,
Sure, that sounds impressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And if you're thinking on international levels, if we're thinking on international levels, do you have any role model perhaps in South Africa, India? Who's that one cricketer for you, whether they're female or male?
Well, I actually have three, but I think obviously my favorite women cricketer is Laura Volvaert. And then my favorite male one is Hardik Pandya. And then Jenna Evans, she actually plays a very big role in my life. I play club cricket with her. She's also represented South Africa. She always just, she motivates me. She helps me with my skill. I only started taking up bowling spin probably 2 years ago. And she was the one that helped me to take wickets in the club level and do those things.
So bowling, spin, and you're also batting. So which one do you prefer more? Which one is it? Or are you just an all-rounder and you love it there?
I think I'm just an all-rounder, but like I really love spinning. Like it's my favorite. That's my favorite part. I like spinning the ball. I like confusing the batter. It's
Tim
really
is
fun.
making it to you. Do you know what a spin bowler is?
Hey. I still watch cricket. And I think I love watching a cheeky spin bowler. Somebody thinking it's gonna come around and just around their leg, takes the wickets. I can understand the love for spin because I mean I'm not a cricketer, but aftercare, after school, you had to. I was trying to put a bit of spin on it. It never worked
Yeah.
because I never learned the basics of bowling. So maybe I need you to teach me, give me
Yeah.
a few lessons. But
I was about to ask, were those balls turning at all? Or are we just calling it spin?
hey, they were
Oh,
turning
my
somewhere.
ball's turn. Or his.
My balls.
No, Fallyn, it was yours turn. Your turn. You're the captain of the SM team. Turn.
Look, they move. They move. And that's the important part.
Okay.
They move.
Yes.
Is it
As
moving
long
wide?
as it bounces once,
It bounces once, it just bounces.
we don't know.
That's the problem.
It was like
Safe to say, Fallyn is your go-to girl for those lessons. Yeah.
Bad. Get me up to Gauteng. So again, on cricket, you've made it so far into this journey. You've been part of the system. You've seen what it takes, but you've also seen the shortfalls. So, in your personal opinion, I don't know how to position this. Let's say you were the director of SA Women's Cricket. What would you want to see, and what would you want to happen to see the women's game grow even more?
I think, for the SA20, for the boys, that if you made the final, both teams made the final, both of those teams still go on to play other schools. And with the girls, that didn't happen. We lost, and only queens get to play. So I think as a director, I just think having more tournaments, having more girls progress, playing other provinces also, because it's all good that we play inside Gauteng or inside Western Cape, but we don't really get to play against Northwest.
Sure. So definitely more exposure to different kind of teams and environments is what you feel we need.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what I
And
think.
I agree with you because look at what happens when you give young girls opportunities. Karabo Meso, she was playing in the school's SA20 last year, part of the winning team, and she's went on now. Literally 1 year later, she's representing the country in the Women's World Cup. So when you see your peers doing things like that, does that leave you inspired? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like there's hope for the country and girls in cricket?
Yeah, that's a very big inspiration. Um, it does give hope because I know like the younger girls, especially in a school, like she used to go to State City, they really look up to her, they really aspire to be like her. So there is hope for girls cricket. And I think if we get more exposure to playing different formats and different teams, there's really a lot of potential to be seen.
I agree. And if there's a young girl watching this, oh boy, and they seeing you and they thinking, I want to be like Fallyn one day. I want to be 12, 13 playing high school cricket. I want to be captaining my first team. What advice would you give to them that you think, or wish rather, someone would have given you when it comes to cricket as a whole? Because yes, we can't, it's not always positive. It's not always sunshines and roses. So what advice would you give to your younger self or someone that wants to be in your position one day?
Well, I think when you have failures, because in cricket you fail more than you will ever succeed, that you shouldn't really get yourself down. You shouldn't also either panic in such situations because it's all well that your coach is like, okay, calm down. You just have to take a deep breath to yourself and be like, okay, I'm here in this moment. Let me be who I am. One coach once said to me that like you just look at your feet where you are. This is where you are. So like also get out of your head and just do what you have to do and have fun. Don't take it too serious. because then you just lose your passion for the game. So that's the advice I'd give.
Great advice.
Yes, truly. I think not just for cricket, but for any span of life, that can really just stand still that, you're there, you are where you are because of the work you put in, and just love what you do. I think this is a perfect moment to take a break, but please don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Fallyn after the break to have a bit of a quick fire question round. So stay tuned.
Bringing you the sport you care about the most, this is the SuperSport Schools Podcast.
Are you ready?
Yes, Dad.
Happy birthday. Cheese.
Hold me again. And I'm holding on to memories still to come. I'm holding on.
It's more than a meal.
You ready, Nana?
It's living with a taste for life.
Bringing you the sport you care about the most, this is the SuperSport Schools Podcast.
Welcome back to the SuperSport Schools Podcast, proudly brought to you by Spur. And it's time for our quick fire question round. So, Fallyn, Shami, we have you on the hot seat. As the one that hasn't played cricket, this is just a time for me to find out new things. But this is also a time to find out what you two are like. So, I'll be ready. Again, we're not playing for points. We're playing for knowledge. Are you ready?
Okay. Sure.
All right, first question. We touched on it earlier, but still, if you had to pick one for the rest of your life, batting or bowling?
Bowling.
Bowling, both bowlers.
I'm not good at it, but it's way
Bowling.
less technical than batting. Oh, no, I can't say that.
Oh,
I don't know.
bowling.
And I think Fallyn explained to us earlier why bowling. Shape.
Yeah. I mean, Shami, why bowling though? Is it just because you don't have to think as much?
No, I'm not that great. I know I played for UJ. I don't know how they put me in that squad, but trust me, the bat was easy to learn. The bowling, I think I have long arms. I can just windmill it there. As long as it bounces wrong, kind of thing. That's the nice thing about bowling. You can be a really horrible bowler, but if it bounces once, you know what? We're okay.
If you had the opportunity to have dinner with one cricketer, any cricketer in the world, past, present, future, who would it be?
Fallyn, you can go first.
Wow, Virat Kohli.
Virat? Why?
Virat. Because he's retired now, so I don't really get to see him as much play. So I think, yeah, Virat Kohli.
Maybe it's time for dinner with people now. I would pick Hamnapreet Kaur. I'm not sure how to say her name. Hamnapreet. She's the captain of the India team. She must explain to me. The decisions she makes under pressure are just exceptional. I think she's a legend.
Yeah.
It's a shame that I don't get to be asked these questions. What else if I had?
Okay,
an answer?
who would you pick?
I'm not gonna lie, I have to agree with Fallyn. I would pick Virat Kohli.
Why?
There's something different about him. He's just different gravy. I want to know what the mentality behind the cool, calm, and collected.
If that's a male, I'd go with Kagiso Rabada. Not Virat. Still not Virat.
I feel like you're making enemies here, but it's fine. We can keep moving on. So, next question. Would you rather hit a 6 to win a match or take a hat-trick within a match?
Hit a 6.
6 to it. Yeah, at least we agree.
Hit a 6.
6 to win. Yeah.
Why?
Have you ever hit a 6 to win a match, Fallyn?
Yes, I have. Sad.
It's something about the moment is so memorable because imagine it's the last over, you need 4 runs to win, 1 lost ball, and then you hit a 6. Legend.
Wow. It's just...
Okay, you know what? I I have never experienced this. So, Fallyn, just quick question. Let me live vicariously.
Not gonna lie.
Tell me what was going through your head. What's the scenario? Where are we? What's happening?
Well, if it's like in the last over and let's say you need like 7 to win, and you have 2 balls remaining, and you just hit a 6. There's literally one run left over 1 ball. So hitting that 6 is just like, wow, you just hit it, and then you need 1 more run to win, and then you've won the match. It's a good feeling.
So, next question. You're batting the last ball of the final over, and you need 4 runs to win. The bowler is your idol. What's your move?
Ooh. Does Virat bowl?
No. Hardik balls.
No.
Hardik.
I know he bats, but I don't know if he bowls as well. So who's your idol that's bowling to you, Fallyn, in this moment?
I think Hardik.
Ha!
I'd have to hit the pace.
Okay.
I'd have to hit the pace. I'd have to hit the pace. 6 runs, ball with shorts, over.
Sure. Oh my goodness. I think if I'll put the bet down. If my idol is bowling, if Kashi about bowling at me, I'll give him the bet. So take the bet.
You have to try.
Give him that's my idol. I wouldn't hit my idol for 6. No.
Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, especially if you're gonna win the match. For your country.
For my
for your
country.
team. For your team. Yeah.
At least you see why I'm not playing in the South African side or in any side at any point, because I'm giving the bet over to my in that scenario.
No, shall we? We need more of that animal spirit from you. I know you're a fighter. I mean, if you said I'm driving down the lane, LeBron James is there, you have the opportunity to dunk on him for the win. Would you do it? Well, I can't. But if I could, I would.
You would.
And LeBron James. I'll dunk on him. And I'll hang that on my post. Hang that poster on my wall. Easy.
Exactly.
Put some respect on your idol's name. No.
Okay, next question, second last question. You're fielding at silly point and the ball comes straight to you. Do you dive or catch it like a pro?
Catch it like a pro.
Please don't dive unnecessary.
Catch it like
Thank
a
you.
pro. Catch it like a pro.
What's the problem with taking the swan dive to catch it?
No, unnecessary behavior. Sometimes cricketers, this is the equivalent of how soccer players, when they're injured and they overreact and they're holding the leg in the air and they're rolling and they tumble 5 meters. You know, when they cut a whole egg, that's cricketers when they dive for that they could have caught right here. And then you are diving, you fly. No, that's not. Catch the ball, keep it moving.
Fallyn, do you agree with this? Again, not a lived experience, but is it really just that simple? You should just take the catch.
Yeah, you should take the catch, because if you dive like unnecessary, the ball's gonna go past you. Those are runs that you caused. So just take the catch like a pro and try.
It happens to some very embarrassing moments for cricketers sometimes, when they could have caught a ball and then they want to dive and they miss it and the whole team's like, why?
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it, and I'll make sure if I'm ever playing cricket, I won't dive while at silly points. I'm just gonna take it like a pro.
Yeah.
Maybe need somebody to coach me, but I'll take it like a pro.
Alan will coach you.
Okay, last question. You accidentally hit the stumps with your bat while running. What do you say to your teammate in that highly embarrassing moment?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Well,
guys, it happened. I'm sorry, guys, it happened. It's an accident.
That is so embarrassing. I think I'll just walk. I'm not saying a word. Just take the walk. Just walk.
Has that happened to
Why?
one of you?
No.
No, it has happened to me, but like, it's me. You know, sometimes you just stand too close until when you're learning how to play cricket and you don't actually understand that if you go too deep in the crease, that you can actually be so close to that wicket, it just happens. And then you're ready to actually hit and it just hoists the wickets. Yeah, it was very embarrassing, but yeah.
Jeez. Well, I mean, I've learned a lot in this moment, and I've thoroughly enjoyed this interview. Fallyn, you've given us such an inspiring story, hearing your journey and your successes and your shortfallings, but what makes you who you are has been truly inspiring. So thank you for joining us today. And thank you for joining us in the SuperSport Schools podcast. You can catch us every Sunday at 6 p.m. But until next time, bye-bye.
This has been the SuperSport Schools podcast, bringing you stories of our future stars, powered by Spur Steak Ranchers.